Title: My wife left me because I lost my job. 4 days later, I won $50 million in the lottery. I disappeared in silence. She found me months later, but froze when Start: I didn't expect her to find me. Not after everything I erased, every trail I burned, every door I shut without a sound. But when I saw her standing in the doorway of that seaside villa, trembling like a sinner facing her own ghost, I realized fate had a twisted sense of humor. She whispered my name like it still belonged to her. It didn't. Before I tell you what froze her, let me rewind. Just enough for you to understand why she deserved what happened. The night she walked out, she didn't slam the door. That's what stayed with me. The quiet click. Cold, final, rehearsed. I had just lost my job. Downsized. A polite word for discarded. I expected comfort. Maybe anger. Maybe fear. What I got was convenience-driven betrayal. I can't do this with you anymore, she said, as if I were a bill she forgot to cancel. 3 years of marriage, 7 years together, and she ended it like it was nothing. Her suitcase was zipped before I could even process the words. She had been planning it. That hurt more than losing the job. We weren't perfect, but we were something. Late-night drives, cheap dinners on the balcony, her head on my chest while I convinced myself I'd die protecting her. She used to say I grounded her. I used to believe her. Funny how the things you die for are often the first to kill you. She was ambitious, always wanted more, bigger house, better car, higher circles. I thought I was improving with her. Turns out she was only waiting for the day she could trade up. The truth came 4 days after she left. Not with a bang, not with a confession. A friend sent me a screenshot, her messages to him, celebrating my downfall, laughing about my job loss like it was karma, saying she should have left earlier, saying she deserved a man who could keep up. Then the last message. Anyway, I'm going out tonight. There's someone who's had his eye on me. Might as well see where it goes. Pain turned into something sharper, something colder, something precise. And that same evening, life flipped its coin. I wasn't supposed to check the numbers. It was a cheap ticket I bought before the layoff, back when hope still had a pulse. But when I scanned it and the screen flashed $50 million, something inside me went silent. Not shocked, not ecstatic, just calm. Revenge doesn't always come from anger. Sometimes it's born from opportunity. I didn't tell anyone, not family, not friends, especially not her. First, I secured the money through a trust, anonymous, airtight. Then I hired a lawyer who specialized in making people disappear legally. New accounts, new identity, new rental history. I sold the old apartment, deleted my social media, shut off my phone. But before vanishing, I did one last thing. I left her name off every asset, every structure, every document that could have tied us. And then I divorced her, quietly, formally, through certified mail she never bothered to open because I sent it from a financial audit office. She signed everything without reading. She gave up every right to me, and to the money she never knew existed. I moved to a quiet coastal town 3 hours away, bought a villa overlooking the water, and rebuilt myself. Not loudly, not publicly, silently. She, meanwhile, struggled. I know because I checked, only from a distance. Lost the apartment, lost the new guy, lost her confidence. People like her don't survive without someone to drain. Months passed. I lived well, traveled, read, healed. But one evening, I received a message from an unknown number. A photo of me standing outside a cafe 2 days earlier. So she had found me, or thought she did. The next morning, she showed up at the villa. Her eyes widened at the marble floors, the ocean view, the quiet wealth she never imagined I could have, especially without her. You live here?" she asked, breath shaking. I didn't answer. I just watched her desperation crawl across her face. She stepped closer. I made a mistake. I shouldn't have left. I was scared. No, I cut in. You were calculating. She swallowed hard. Then she saw it, the framed document on the table behind me, the winning lottery announcement, anonymous trust name, dated 4 days after she walked out, and beneath it, the divorce papers she had signed without reading. The realization hit her like a brick. She froze. "You had money," she whispered. $50 million, and you left me with nothing." I held her gaze. "I didn't leave you," I said. "You left me. I just didn't follow." Tears formed, but I felt nothing. "You planned this," she accused. "No," I said. "You planned your exit. I simply respected it." She reached out as if to touch my arm, but I stepped back. That's when she finally broke. "Please, I need you." I smiled. Small, controlled, lethal. "You needed the old me. He died the night you walked away." I didn't yell, I didn't argue. I simply walked to the door, opened it, and waited. "Goodbye," I said, for real this time. She left with the same quiet click of the door she once used to abandon me. But this time, it wasn't her victory. It was mine. And as the ocean wind filled the silence she left behind, I realized something. Some betrayals break you. Others rebuild you. And mine? It made me untouchable.